Good Sunday afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Me Drawing Every Day for a Year. This is week number 48. Let's get into it. Okay, this is the first spread in my large sketchbook. I've actually been drawing more in my small sketchbook just for convenience, but I thought I'd break out the large sketchbook at work. This is a very typical spread for me when something goes wrong. So let me explain that. My initial drawings were of my co-workers right here, Elmer and Yanni, and I didn't feel it. I didn't feel like they were good drawings or worth continuing. So my mentality when I do something like that is just to overload a spread and just trying to camouflage those quote-unquote mistakes with more drawings. So I inserted a self-drawing of myself drawing myself. I have another coworker that I did later on that day, I believe. Her name's Angel. I think if you remember from a few sketchbook tours ago, a few weeks ago, I did a drawing of her and then my cat Kimchi. So it's just an overloaded spread trying to cover up mistakes. That's how I think. And I'll probably continue thinking like that way into the future as I get older and continue to do sketchbooks. So let's move on to the small sketchbook. Let me zoom in a bit. There we go. So this is my living room, and I'm in the process of just getting rid of a lot of stuff, just throwing things out. And so this is the TV, dining room or coffee table, side tables, just sort of like a lot of stuff in there. And it was a good practice for my drawing in perspective. This is not in order, actually. I missed this blank spread, so I came back and drew it. This was done on December 8th, and this was done on December 3rd. 3rd, really? Okay. Anyways. Subway people, this guy knew I was sketching. He was a good sport about it. He just went back to sleep and I continued sketching him, and these guys were done in the morning. This was done in the evening. And I find evening commuters are a lot better at napping and finding more of them in the evening when they're tired from work, I guess. Going back to perspective, this is a doorway shot into my washroom, and I like how I sort of the door frame just cropped this view for me. In reality, though, this is a blank wall, so there was nothing to draw there, and then this was a blank wall coming out this way. So in effect, it really reflects reality. This was a late night drawing. I came home late at night and I still need to do a drawing. So what is the motto that I usually follow? Sketch what's in front of me. And this shelf had an assortment of cylindrical items that, again, I'm bad at drawing cylinders, circles in perspective. So this was good practice. And I actually like this bag. This is, my sister gave me this bag of cat grass. I've tried growing it once. This was the result of it. It didn't go too well, and I haven't tried growing it since. This was done of my classmate in welding class, Roman, and I usually show up a bit earlier and we scoff down a quick dinner before class starts, and he was game for me to draw him, and yeah, great sport about it. Drill press in the workshop, and this was a grinder for TIG electrodes there that you sharpen up. Just a grinder, I guess, but used specifically for TIG electrode. And this particular gentleman was, I think, done on the subway in the morning, and these drawings were done in the evening. Again, sketch what's in front of me. I was kind of stuck and I was like, oh, let me draw this. And I'm really drawn to things, right? So there's a lot of things at my welding class. So I'll probably grab a few pictures in the future and try to paint them. This is my father. As you can see, he's better now. He's moved into a retirement home, and this is the first drawing of him in his retirement home hopefully he'll take to it. But it's only been a few days, so our fingers are all crossed for my dad enjoying life there. I stopped by my sister's place yesterday. This is her son and her husband, and it was a great kind of like, just I really like this drawing. As I was drawing my brother-in-law, I drew my nephew first, but as I was drawing my brother-in-law in, I was drawing his mouth. I'm like, hey, my nephew has the same mouth as his dad. Go figure, right? Genetics and all. But you really kind of pick up on these small little items as you draw. You pick up on details, and that's what I picked up on while drawing this. And this was coming home. I think this is the last drawing. Yeah, this is the last drawing for week number 48. I was coming home from my sister's. This guy was on the subway right diagonally from me, concentrating on a book. I'm really bad at hands, so I couldn't get his hands down quite well. So I tried a second attempt right here, just independent of this whole composition. And I think it turned out quite well overall, but again, going back to those hands, I have to work on hands. So that is the final drawing for week number 48. I hope you enjoyed this small mini tour. I hope you had a great week. I hope you have a great next week. I will see you then. Bye for now.